Hey everybody, it's Collector Dude. I'm going to show you a haul I got. I just went to Half Price Books after work, and I picked up a bunch of stuff at one of my Half Price Books that I go to. I usually go try to jump around and go to different ones, and I went back to one that I went around the few that I go to, and I just picked another one that I go to all the time, but I hadn't been there in a while because I went to the other ones. So I'm glad I did because I found some good books. So they seem like they alternate on how many books they get when they get them in. Whoever sells them, there was like a long box, 200 books, and then they had a rack there with a whole bunch on top of that. And then I flipped through some of the other stuff that I used to go through and found some good books there too. Some that are worth a little bit of money. But let's get started on this. So we just can make this real quick because I gotta go Betty by and get ready for work tomorrow. But it's supposed to be pretty cold out. I'm hearing it's really going to be dropping. It was really cold out today, so it's going to be cold even tomorrow, even colder. Like wow, so it's kind of like dangerous temperature. So everybody be careful out there when you're out. But all right, we'll start off with this. East of West, the World. I like this story. I collected like 20 issues of it or something like that, and a lot of them I got at Half Price Books, so I've been catching up. I haven't been able to get number 1 yet. I've been seeing it at my local comic book store, like Pack Rat Comics, not Pack Rat, Laughing Ogre Comics, and I didn't want to pay the full price for it, so I said I'm gonna wait, and eventually I'll get it at Half Price Books. But this is The World, it's called, and I got it. All these books I'm gonna show you I got for $1. But this is a source book. See, it's like a source book, so it's got like different maps in it and everything. But the story in it, and I'm looking forward to reading this and everything. It's like, I like the artwork in there too. But it's got maps and stuff in there, like to show you different things about the universe there and everything, and it just keeps doing it. The Union, this is the Confederate, and this is the Republic. So this looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna look forward to that. This came out in 2014, but the book started like in 2013, 2012. So I think 2013. I found this one. This is number 2. I'm flipping through and say, oh, please have a number 1. Please have a number 1. And it didn't have it. I'm like, Gah! So, but at least I got number 2. I didn't have them. When I first got this, I collected number 5, and then, or I collected number 6, and I had a trade paperback when I went to my comic book store, Black Hole Comics, and he said get the trade paperback because the other ones were all sold out because it was really popular. But I was hoping that I could get them, but I got them now. I remember Key Comics Marker Watch guy said just be patient, and I am. I've been trying to, and I've been finding them for a good price. So this is $1 I got this for. So and here's number 3. And earlier on one of my other hauls, when I went to the same one, I got this one. This is a second printing, but now I finally found a first printing. So I thought that was cool. But just everything, it's just I like the artwork. It's just amazing, and everything. I'm gonna do flip throughs of all of these, and I noticed what I got to make sure that I do when I do my flip throughs. I got to talk more. I got to comment more, because it gets kind of boring when I'm watching it myself just to see what I'm doing wrong and what I don't like, and it's too quiet. I got a background noise going on, but when I flip through, it's like you can read the book because I go slow enough, but I need to go faster, or not faster exactly, but I need to talk more about the book and like comment on it. And sometimes I'm going to do voices and stuff when I see different things. I think I'll pick a voice to do. It's not a complete reading like some of my other ones, but I just got to do a voice for some of them. Like I just did Deadly Class, and I looked at it and I'm thinking I wish I could change that video because I didn't talk enough. So I got pretty much the whole series of that, and I'm gonna go through every single one of those books, and I'm gonna talk more, do some voices and stuff like that with that. But this one, I got a second copy of this because I wasn't sure. I got an app on my phone that's for collectors, the collector app. I got it off the App Store, and I didn't enter in all my books yet for this, and I got a second copy of it. So it might be my third copy because I got them all at Half Price Books. But here I didn't get this one, so this is number 19. But this is the artwork in here. But if you don't know about this, I'm gonna start going. Like I said, I'm gonna go through all the books so I can show them. Here's number 21. Like I said, I got these all for $1, and they were really just. But it's really nice. The coloring and everything's really nice. So I'm gonna go through that. Hopefully you'll like that. Then I found a Black Science number 2. I was hoping I'd get number 1 because number 1's worth more money. And this, I've been liking this story. I'm gonna do a flip through of this and read it and talk about it and make sound effects and stuff like that. Depending on how many voices are in the book, how many characters are in the book, I have to sit down and look at it. Like when I did Lazarus just recently, check that video out. I wish I could have read maybe the editorial at the end, more of it completely, because I didn't want to break it up and misconstrue or say something wrong or take anything out of context. So I might go back and just read that again. But the Lazarus number 1, I saw there was like maybe 6 or 7 people in that story, if that many. And I was able to just pick a voice for each one and then just practice it before I start recording it. And I recorded part of it and messed it up, and I had to go back and do it again. I think I recorded like 10-15 minutes of it, and I had to erase it and do it again. So it'd be cool if I could edit stuff and then show you the outtakes. But with the sound effects and everything and the guns and everything, I'm going to get the other stuff like helicopter sounds and everything and try to make some of the videos even better. But over time, it'll get better. But hopefully you like what I'm doing so far. Everything, like I said, I'm doing it for fun. And hopefully you enjoy it. And hopefully when you're watching the videos also too, please like them. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. But like the videos. Like I got a lot of people that view it, but they don't like it. So maybe they don't like it. So I don't know. But I got number 16, and I got a number 16 too. This one here, this is what I got from one of my other hauls. That's 16, and they made a few covers, so this is 16 for this one. So I don't know why they made a whole bunch of different covers, but it's still cool. Like I said, I can't wait to do the walkthrough or flip through for this because it's a good story. And then now with this, let me show you these I got. I flipped through and was looking through it because I got Witches number 1. Usually, like I say, usually sometimes if I see a book and think, that might be good, I'll get a number 1 of it. And I didn't get any more of these because I just didn't like the story. I wasn't really into it. But when I went through and I saw them in there, I said, you know what, let me check the prices of these. This one is number 3. For some reason, issue 3 is worth more than all the other ones. So I picked up these. I found one in a bag and I just took it out. And I found another one that was in there free. And I took that out. But it's not all clean. So you can see the fingerprints and everything on it from me. But this is already on there and everything. But I don't know if I would get them graded or not. But even in not a great grade, I think they're pretty good. Is there something special in them to make them worth more? I don't know. I think so. That's why it's more. But this I found. This is another printing, but I saw it said, I thought it was a number 1. It is number 1, but this has this on it, so it's a different printing. I'm not sure what printing. It says special printing when I looked at it, but number 1 is going for about like 27 bucks on mycomicshop.com. This one, right when I was getting ready to leave, it was like 5 minutes before they were closing the store, and I had to hurry up. I found this along with. And this one's worth about $8-9 bucks. And I got another copy of this. This is my second copy. So once I get a little bit more, I may use that for a prize. But I found these with it. So number 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I didn't collect them. I got the first one and I didn't get any more. But since I got them for $1, I'm going to get it and I'll do a flip through of these. But I want to read this. So, because it was supposed to be a show pretty soon, maybe on Netflix, or they're going to do a sci-fi show. But this cover is number 1. There's a variant, but this one's worth more than the other variant one. So, of analog. So, and I was getting ready to leave. I'm rushing through, trying to hurry up, go through the boxes, the new stuff. But I said I learned my lesson. Go through the new stuff first, then go through the other stuff. But at that time, I got there about 7:45, and it wasn't anybody in there. And I was in there about an hour and a half. I got there, or I got left at 9 o'clock, so about an hour. But nobody came over and looked at the comic books. And I was just in there by myself looking through pretty good. But I was getting ready to leave and I found this. Thunderbolts #1. Very nice. This one's worth about $12, something like that. But I did notice it's ripped right there. You can see. So I'm like, still, I haven't had this. I remember I had all these books. I collected them all. And like I said, they're part of the collection that I lost or gave away or something. But this is Mark Bagley's stuff. And he's got some great artwork, everything. But this is his earlier stuff. Well, I'm going to do a flip through of this one because it's really cool. I try to do #1s. And I found this. I'm not sure what this is going for, but I remember I had more of these before. This is #2. I had #1 and it was worth a little bit of money. But this is #2 of it. And it's just, look at the artwork. It's just hilarious when you look at it. You're like, there's something about it that's just cool, I guess. So, but it's worth something. So, but it's you can see it's all beat up and everything like that. So, but when I saw this, this one's a different story. It's an independent story. So, slave labor graphics. So I said I'm gonna pick it up. But here's the back of it. And then this is another story. I had got it, and I got to #12, I think, and I stopped collecting it, or maybe even less than that, maybe #10. And I said I'll wait and see if I can find them at Half Price Books, and I did. So I got #14 now. So I found up to 13. I think it was 4 books, maybe 11 to 13. I found at Half Price Books at another one, and then this is the I found this one at another one that I went to tonight. So this is #14. This is #15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So it's like this is the artwork in it. This is pretty much what the artwork looks like all the way through. It's a beautiful book. But it's weird though. It's like the idea is like this guy demon comes to him for some reason and picks him and says, if you don't start killing people, I'm gonna kill you. And he's like, then he goes out and starts finding bad guys to kill. He's trying to stick with bad guys to kill. And every time he doesn't do it, he gets violently ill, where he's going to die if he doesn't kill somebody. So he does. So he finds out about their past. It's like Dexter, with a demon in it. If you ever seen Dexter from Netflix, it's a pretty good show. He's like a serial killer, but he kills, and he works for the police department as a blood specialist, where they blood splatters and everything like that. But he kills people because he's like something's wrong with him and everything. But when he gets upset, or if he goes out just to help his impulses and everything like that, where he goes out and kills people so he can satiate his craziness or something like that, his homicidal attitude or whatever. But it's a great show, and you're like, I'm cheering for this guy, and I'm like, but it's sick. I'm like, I'm cheering for this guy and he's killing people. But if you watch the show, you'll see it too. You're like, I see what he's doing, but he's like, it's like a vigilante, where he goes out and sees the bad guys, and it's always the bad guys that he'll go out and do that too. And but there's certain things that happen through the show, you're like, ooh, I can't believe he did that, or that's going to happen, or this is going to happen, or he's almost going to get caught. And it's a really good show. If you haven't seen Dexter, you got to check it out. And they have comic books of it too. But it's kind of like that. And he's almost going to get caught in different things. So I'm not sure where it goes, because I never got a chance to finish it, because I stopped after issue like 8 or 9 or something like that. But I got them all now, so I'm going to do a flip through of that. And then I got these. This was really nice. I was surprised when I saw these. I just did a reading of it, and I'm flipping through, and they were all in backwards. And I had this one, and it kept going down. This is number 16. So, and I said, oh my goodness, I hope they got #1 in there, because #1 is worth like, I think it's $20 or something like that. But this is number 15. So it went down. So I got 15. Here's 14 right here. Here's 13. Somebody turned in their whole collection. It was like it was a bunch of these. This one's worth a lot of money. This was like $27 for some reason. Number 12. For some reason, it's worth a lot of money. I looked at it and read it, but it didn't show exactly what happened to make it worth something, but it's worth that. So the rest of them are like cover price. This is number 11. Here's number 10. Try to get it in the picture. Number 9. Here's number 8. Here's number 7. Here's 6. 6. And there's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the one that's worth a lot. The rest of them are, I think number 2 might be a little bit, and I got number 2 over here sitting here. I was going to read it. I got to do a reading for it, hopefully, but I didn't get a chance to do that yet. So, but I went out tonight and I found these, because as soon as I went there, I said, oh, go for the new books, and they got them. Like I said, if you can find Lazarus number 1, worth a lot of money. And I went through, and they had a bunch of other ones. Like they had multiple copies of this, but they didn't have any more of number 1 and number 2. So I found another copy of number 12. Like I said, it's worth a lot of money for some reason. But it's in pretty good condition. It wasn't in a bag or anything. But there's the inside artwork for that, just like the first issue. If you've seen the reading, you'll see that. But looks pretty. I mean, hopefully, depending on how many voices in it, I could go through the whole series and do the whole series as a reading or something like that. But like I said, if there's too many things in it and stuff, like it might be kind of hard to do. I have to figure out how to do it. Eventually, I got like Venom and Immortal Hulk and stuff like that. Those are more simple, so I can do those. But we'll see. And also I found, like I said, I got number 1 through 16, and then I found this. This is number 18. And here's the artwork in that. And then I found number 19. So, let me see if I can, here's artwork in this. Michael Lark's really good, but I'm not sure, and this is another story in the background. I wondered about this. I didn't get this because I was going to pick it up to see if it was any good. Black Magic. This is a lot thicker, because it has this, it's out of focus, but it has this extra story in the back of it. But I'll have to check it out. You see, but that's number 19. And it's got 28 issues in the whole story for Lazarus. So I gotta hopefully find more. And sometimes I'll notice where some stores will have part of the books, then you'll go to another store, at least for me around here, and I'll find the other half of them. So I don't know if they're breaking them up or what. Because the one that I go to, the one I went to tonight, when I first started going everything, they used to have some really good books. I'd find a lot of Batman there. And then I'd go to one across town, and I find some other Batman there, and then some Superman, some of the ones that are worth the money and everything. And then, like tonight, I went to the one and they had a bunch of East and West and stuff like that. And they said that the kill or be killed and stuff like that. So it just depends on where you go. So that's why I said I break it up and just go to different places all the time. There's one that I go to, it's always, they have older books. Then there's one that I go to that they charge too much. And I'm thinking, I ain't buying them. So I come to half price books to pay half price. But they are going for half price. But some of the books that they pick, they'll pick some books that they'll go through and say if it's $14, they'll charge $7 for it. And they do half price really. But it's nice when you go to them and they only charge $1 per book. And these were the last ones that I picked up. I like Mark Farmer, so I'm gonna do a flip through of this. This is Clandestine. And these books, for some reason, they had them. I got a bunch of them that were 2 in a book, but that is number 1 of this story called They Live Among Us, Beware the Clandestine. This is another short story, but it's like 1 through 5. But they had them, this is 2, they had them all together. That's 3. So I paid $1 for 2 books. And here's 4 and 5. 4 and there's 5. I paid $1 for those. And this one, I got it because of this. This book was hot when it first came out. People were rushing in there trying to get more than one. They said no, 1 copy per customer, 1 copy per customer. And I bought one, and I sent somebody in and said, hey, buy me a copy. And they bought, so I got a couple of them, but I don't have them anymore. So now I got 2 of these right now. So I'm gonna every time I see these, I'm gonna buy them. The glow in the dark cover for Ghost Rider, and this was in there too, number 14. But if I'd like Ghost Rider tonight, there was a ton of Ghost Rider, but I didn't like them that much, and I was like, plus I didn't want to spend any more money. But if I would have had the money, I probably would have just picked them up, because it was almost a complete run of Ghost Rider of this series here. And it was really cool. And they had a whole bunch of the black cover Ghost Rider with Night Stalkers and just all the other old comic books like that. They had black cover for some reason, all of them in it, but they were cool. But I didn't buy them. But I like that. But that's all I got. Hopefully you'll like that, like the video. And like and subscribe, share with your friends, tell your friends and everything like that. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more readings, more stuff like that. Like I said, one book I want to do a reading through is this, do the sound effects and everything. This is a funny story. This is pretty funny. It's wild though. And this guy takes a pill, and he sees, you're not supposed to see these guys, the cherubim. It's supposed to help you love, they shoot you with an arrow and everything like that, but he takes a pill for some reason. This shady guy comes up to him, says, hey, I got something for you guys. You ain't getting lucky with the ladies? Take this. And the dude was like, nah, we ain't taking it. Then he takes one. He's like, and he runs in the bathroom, he's splashing himself in the face. He goes, I can't believe what I saw. What's going on? And then one of these things flies up behind him and says, hey, what are you looking at? He's like, and then it ends, you're like, oh my gosh, because you're not supposed to see them. And if you see them, they turn violent. So I'm going to do a reading of that one. That was pretty funny. Also, too, I want to do a flip through of this. Joe Benitez, if you haven't seen his artwork, you're missing out. He, beautiful. That's what his artwork looks like in all of his books. But I've just pretty much collected all of his stuff if I can. I got a lot of them, but I don't have every single one of them. And he's got a website, and I've gone to it, and I see he has them maybe a little bit more than cover price. And then Midtown Comics and mycomicshop.com has some of the ones that he has on there that are regular price. And you can get them signed if you go to his site, and he'll sign them for you, and you pay like a couple of dollars more. It's not like a whole bunch of money. It's like, I don't know if it's twice as much. If it's $3.99, he charges maybe $7 when you get the signature. But it kind of be worth it, because I love the stuff. And Peter Steigerwald is the colorist. Beautiful stuff. So I'm going to be doing a flip through of every single one of my Mechanica comic books. But hopefully you'll like that. Everything. I'll do more commentary because I don't want it to be boring or anything. But other than that, I'm done. And also too, I'm doing flip throughs of this. George Perez, do like a tribute to him and everything, because just beautiful. George is just like amazing. So, other than that, that's all I have. I just wanted to show you all the different stuff that I have, and I've ordered some new books and everything that I'm going to have for my giveaways. I'm going to try to maybe possibly this Saturday. I got to go through everything. I'm going to look through, and I'm going to announce the contest then, because I need to get it started. I'm getting close to 300. I wanted to do a special 300 contest thing for subscribers and stuff like that. So look for it on Saturday, and I'm going to go through and figure out what books I'm going to give away and stuff like that and do for the contest. But thank you very much for watching. You guys have a great night. Be careful out there in the weather tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world or in the country and everything, how your weather's going to be. So thank you very much for watching again. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, and I will talk to you later. Let me know what you guys have picked up, if you've done any hauls lately and everything. And I'm going to be keeping in touch with all, or keeping looking at all the videos of all the people that I've subscribed to as well, so I can see what they've gotten, because there's so many people and everything that I love to watch their videos. But thank you again. You guys have a great night. Collected Dude is out.